Okay, 8.4 and 8.5a, we're talking about circumference and area of a circle as well as circle relationships. All right, so this is a cool thing. So the ratio between circumference, c, and diameter length, d, of any circle is actually just pi. So that tells me that if I take my circumference and divide it by my diameter, every time you're going to get pi. Now, circumference we've heard about. Circumference is just the perimeter of the circle. So if we have this circle here, and then the center and my radius, the circumference is the same thing. So we usually say it as 2 pi r. We can also write it as c is equal to, nope, not 2. We can also say that c is equal to pi times d. Why are these the same and why are they different? Think about that. All right, so now we have the area of a circle, and we know that the area would take place of everything. Circumference is just outside. It's kind of like the perimeter of a circle. Area is everything inside the circle. So to find the area, that's area is equal to pi r squared. Before in circumference, you could use radius or diameter. But for area, we can only use our radius. And we know that the radius is half of the diameter. All right, arc length. So let's say I have a circle, and I have this arc right here. And I want to know how long it is. Well, we're measuring it as though we would measure a straight line. It's the distance between the two endpoints, so we can call those AB. So we have a formula, and it's L for length is equal to m over 360 times your circumference. So L is the length of arc with degree measure m. And circumference c. So to figure out the length of this, if we start at our center, we have our little radii that come out this way. This is the arc length that we're looking at. So we figure out if this is, 60 degrees, then that's going to be what we plug in for m. That you would have 60 over 360 times the circumference. It's kind of like figuring out, we want to know just a certain percentage of that circumference. So for example, if I wanted to find the length of AB, I would write it like this. So length of AB is equal to the measurement of arc AB over 360 times, 2 pi r, right? Or times 2d, whatever circumference is. Keep in mind that circumference is pi times d, or 2 pi r. Okay, in a circle with radius r, the area of a sector whose arc has a degree measure of m. So we have another formula for this. So this would be the area of a sector. So if I have a circle, think of it almost like a pizza. I want to have the area of this whole thing. And remember, it's curved at the edges because of that arc. So this is the sector we want to know. So area is equal to that percentage, so m over 360 times pi r squared. So before, we were looking at the circumference and we were looking at just the percentage of the circumference. Now we're looking at just the percentage of the area. So again, m is the degree measure of the arc, whereas r is still our radius. Okay? So tomorrow we'll take a look and practice all of these.